Hello and welcome. Today we are going to go ahead and take a look at the Guppy. So the Guppy is a hauler ship, which means that it is a Class A ship, has 0 ranks of starship design, and it is designed to carry as much cargo as you possibly can. Other than that, it has to have a cargo hold hab, a bed, and a bathroom. Anything else is just bonus. So taking a look here, you can see that the Guppy is a little on the small side. Um, Despite that, though, it still has quite a bit of cargo available to it. I'll just do a little quick exterior tour. And just looking around, you can see that basically every exterior surface that I have available has something attached, and most of it is cargo. So let's go ahead and just do the brief interior tour. And then we will go ahead and see how it's built and what its specs are. So you can see that we are immediately coming up, and this is going to be the Stroud 2x2 cargo hold. We have our docking access back here. Come through this door, and we have a Stroud 2x1, all in one berth. We've got 4 beds, a galley, and a bathroom here. And then finally, right here, we have the cockpit. There we go. So that is the ship. Now let's go ahead and take a look at how to build it, and more importantly, why you would want to consider the Guppy. Alright, so just taking a look at everything, you can see that I'm making use of the ship flip glitch. Um, and I'm also making use of the duplication glitch because that's where my grav drive is. No. Um, However, you should not need any mods to build this, so if you are interested, try it out. Alright, so first things first, let me go ahead and get my colors in my palette. Um, just because I kind of like how this looks as is. Alright, now that that's done, let me go ahead and just select all and delete. Alright, so starting with the bays, I've got the Hope 4 landing bay, and then because it's right here, let me just go on down and grab my Shogun cockpit. Note that with this particular ship, if you wanted to, you could very easily use basically any other cockpit. Another one that I would recommend would be the Magellan CX or C1X, because it fits and basically keeps the same profile, though the Shogun cockpit does have a little bit more cargo available to it. Then we're going to come on over to the Habs, and we're going to come on down to the Stroud, and we're going to grab the 2x2. Just place that on, and then swap to the cargo hold. Then Stroud 2x1, and I believe that this was the B, but it could have been the A, and if for some reason it decides to put a door through your bathroom or your galley, you can just swap versions. Next, right here, I'm going to go ahead and place my docker, which on this ship is going to be the 100 DP. Now note here that I am using the Hope 4 landing bay specifically because I want these side attachment points for yet more cargo. Now then, coming over here, since we've got all of our interior done, let's go ahead and add our landing gear. And I've got two NG-15 landing gear, here and here. And then I have one more, which we'll have to place later, which is the Deimos 320CB. Next, over here, I'm going to go ahead and grab my reactor. Note, because I'm hiding the reactor and grav drive, which variant you choose doesn't really matter, but I'm using the 134mm because that's what I felt like grabbing. Speaking of grav drives, let's go ahead and grab my grav drive. Now here, if you do not want to hide the grav drive, you are going to need to grab the R3000 for the side axis points. But because I was hiding it, I'll grab the Helios 300. Alright, so that's reactor, that's grav drive. I've got two errors still. I need my fuel tanks and my engines. So let me go ahead and start with fuel. And here I have the M30 Ulysses HE3 tanks. And I'm going to be putting a pair of them on either side of the grav drive. Note they are not attached yet. They will become attached once I hide it. Next up, I'm going to go to my engines. And for this ship, I decided to use two White Dwarf 1020 engines. Just slot in nicely here and here. And ta-da, I'm done. Alright, now that I've done all that, let me also go ahead and grab my shield. And for this ship, I chose to go ahead and use the Marduk 1010A because it hides itself very nicely under the Nova, or not Nova, Deimos cowling. Speaking of which, let's start going on over to our pieces, and we are going to take these Deimos hulls, and we are duplication glitching them now. So basically I select this, hover over this, control G, and then hit space, and then it will either automatically pop down or it will hover here and I'll have to pop it down. There we go. Dun, dun, dun. And then let's make sure that this attaches. Oh, I see. It attached to the hab, so that had the fuel tank. Alright, now that I'm done with that, now I'll put the fuel back into position. And then I'm going to come on over here and I'm going to grab the Deimos cowlings. Flip, flip, and that is in place. Next, over here, I'm going to grab the Deimos tail. And then I'm going to go ahead and grab the Deimos belly. And then flip, flip, and that is in place. Alright, so at this point, this is basically the ship. Actually, nope, I wasn't putting that there. I was putting this here because I was using the spine C here, and I was putting my weapons on this. So let me just go ahead and do that so that way I can just finish up top. And for this piece, you can go ahead and put it like this, or if you prefer, come on, you can flip this around. It's just whichever variant of that you prefer. Alternatively, you can just skip the cowling if you don't want to flip this in place. But I like hiding the weapons a little bit here. Alright. Now then, let me come over here and I'm going to grab my braking engines. Alright, and now assign my weapons, and it's time to go to the cargo. So for this ship, I am using the Gamma 1010 cargo holds. There are 4 of them here. And then I'm also using the 200 cm ballast cargo hold. Note, these are absolutely identical. I could go ahead and swap all of them with these, or swap all of them with these, and it would change nothing about the value, the mass, or the cargo amount. I just kind of like the look of the gammas here, so I chose this for aesthetic reasons. But when I went ahead and I pushed it out like this, I did not like this look as much. So that's why I went ahead and used the ballast cargo holds there. Alright, and then finally, right under the tail does have a bottom connection point. I'm putting a 100 cm ballast cargo hold right there. And there you have it. That is the Guppy. Key things to note here. It is running 2450 cargo with the 27 light year jump range. And it still gets 24 mobility. We've got 927 mass available, so we've got about 50-ish more mass that we could put on and make use of. And, and you can see I still keep that 27 light year jump range if I had just one more of these somewhere. So if I wanted just that little bit more cargo, what I would probably do is cut one of the HE3 tanks and then slap this on the side, or maybe, say, swap this out for the, what's called, the Titan 550, which is slightly more mass, but since we're losing 2 and putting that on, that we will still be under the 927 mass that we need to be at. Additionally, if you don't like hiding the weapons like this, you could very easily go ahead and put the weapons on the weapon slots here and here, and then get like an equipment plate or something like that up here, and either hide the shield or put the shield, maybe back here. Just whatever you would like to do. Other than that, let me go ahead and paint my ship. There we go. And that's the Guppy. So let's go ahead and take this out for a spin and get some pictures really quick. And you can see I am on a new planet now. I just went ahead and stationed myself on Procyon 3, mostly because I was tired of how Kodos orbit is just strewn with debris, and I want to be able to take my ships up without, bonking off of those. And you'll see that this ship has 20 reactor power. I've got 25 because I have anionic fusion, but it only takes 22 reactor power to max everything. So you have plenty of space for making choices. All right. That being said, let's go ahead and take a couple pictures and call it there. Alright. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed this, please like, comment, subscribe, do all the YouTube things, and I will see you in the next one. Thank you very much for watching. Goodbye.